Welcome to the club where them niggas get the bullets. Loaded up guns with the trigger and we pull it. We got bad bitches talking cause they do this. Run up on us, you get dropped, bitch, you stupid. You don't want me pull a knife to a ring fight. Switchblade, blade runner on the king, right? Magic killer on the floor, devil in your six. The art of finesse by fucking on your chick. We don't throw down in the air, we just shoot up. The girl want a beast king cause she chews up. I'm too sweet on the lips, now she booed up. She don't fuck with losers, her niggas just screwed up. These niggas thinking all the realest, fell off the floor. Started laughing at you stupid niggas. Life is war when you out here grinding and you hustle. I'll make sure that you niggas won't scorn. I'ma leave your ass scorn. Call me Jay White and I'm the switchblade. Hit the blade runner on these bitch maids. Why you little niggas play with Beyblade?
You bow down to the king, I'm your sensei.
I don't give a fuck what you say. Get your ass whooped like buffet. I finesse 3 or 4s like Chris Bay. Yeah, you can keep your mouth closed. Caprende.
I'm over here while I'm with the Bullet Club. Switchblade hit your belly, good to be your dub. Me and LP gotta get it out the mud. Pulverizing hot beats, that's what I love. In the VIP with the vets be, cause the game stay cold like Gretzky. We not playing basketball, don't press me. Man, which dude want their face messy? Got more bars than the boulevard. I'm just like a dealer, stay pulling cars. And unpredictable when I'm fully charged. When your entourage over with a fucking car. Got that rock from China. When she slip that shit, I will grind her. My J's white, you can't find her. Awesome caliber like Illa.
Call me Jay White and I'm the switchblade. Hit the blade runner on these bitch maids. Why you little niggas play with Beyblade?
You bow down to the king, I'm your sensei.
I don't give a fuck what you say. Get your ass whooped like buffet. I finesse 3 or 4s like Chris Bay. Yeah, you can keep your mouth closed. Caprende. Call me Jay White and I'm the switchblade. Hit the blade runner on these bitch maids. Why you little niggas play with Beyblade?
You bow down to the king, I'm your sensei.
I don't give a fuck what you say. Get your ass whooped like buffet. I finesse 3 or 4s like Chris Bay. Yeah, you can keep your mouth closed. Caprende.
For lyrical brutality, do use clout for their salary. On this beat, do also battery satisfactory on this masterpiece. This nigga go hard in the main event of the card. My inferno leave him charred. Then your fin just like a shark. Gotta live when the pen hit the paper, unleashing all that data. I major, you're not major. Touch paper like erasers. The villain in the movie, bruise these mookies, that's my duty. Living in a loose sleep, that's my Uzi. Got your floozies in jacuzzi. Don't even step in my warpath. I make you take a gore bath. Then mayhem, you don't want that. My ops will be my doormat. Plain and simple, you're not ready. How I know your palms are sweaty. You are nervous and your worthless voices kick you serve no purpose. I am lit, you are whack. All your tracks is ass crack. Wrap it up, take it back. You are done, take a nap. There's the weak, there's the strong. If you weak, we can't get along. You will fail, might as well submit. Better make way, I'm the juggernaut, bitch. There's the weak, there's the strong. If you weak, we can't get along. You will fail, might as well submit. Better make way, I'm the juggernaut, bitch. I just grabbed him, can't get away. Now he wish he had a better day. Now you hear you all my prey. Stop stealing from proteges. Want the fade really quick. Better quit the foolishness. Ignorance is always bliss. When you're clueless, I am pissed. Laughing in the face of fear. Danger in the atmosphere. For my victims, well aware. Ain't no fucking joking here. Feel the rush, it makes me spaz. When I'm smoking on that gas. Your chick, I'm not really liking. Psycho, crush that bitch like bison. Poppity pop pop, I'm a titan. And drinking like a Viking. This beat is real enticing. I'm enlightened like a giant. I am lit, you are whack. All your tracks is ass crack. Wrap it up, take it back. You were done, take a nap. I am lit, you are whack. All your tracks is ass crack. Wrap it up, take it back. You were done, take a nap. There's the weak, there's the strong. If you're weak, we can't get along. You will fail, might as well submit. Better make way, I'm the juggernaut, bitch. There's the weak, there's the strong. If you weak, we can't get along. You will fail, might as well submit. Better make way, I'm the juggernaut, bitch. Better make way, I'm the juggernaut, bitch. Better make way, I'm the juggernaut, bitch. There's a weak, there's a strong. Better make way, I'm the juggernaut, bitch. Better make way, I'm the juggernaut, bitch. Better make way, I'm the juggernaut, bitch. There's the weak, there's the strong. I'm the juggernaut, you bitch, you bitch, you bitch. This is how you cook. Get 'em. I will transform on this joint, spazzing off the drugs I'm on. Turn senile ever since I'm born, like Nebraska use or corn. In my prime, like Optimus, throw you through a Oculus. The Bronx is my metropolis. Didn't have a pot to piss, had to learn not to miss. Focus on accomplishments. Beats I'm demolishing. Tell me what the problem is. You know you don't want no smoke. Seeing you in action is a joke. Catch him with the deadly blow. Pack it up, it's time to go. But you wanna call the cops? All that bullshit needs to stop. Super idiot, wine start. Hush him out, you can't talk. Merge into a deadly beast. Pick your bones after I feast. You want war, now you want peace. Cause shit got thick like Cardi B. What you gonna do when I transform? What you gonna do when I transform? Like my body changing form. You been warned, here comes the storm. What you gonna do when I transform? What you gonna do when I transform? Like my body changing form. You've been warned, here comes the storm. I am here to shatter dreams. Welcome to my gathering. Blood is always splattering. Where I'm from, that's happening. Got that cannon fully tucked. All that blade will give you cuts. Sacrifice to get those bucks. Most these rappers looking sus. Smack them with the speed and bust. All you see is blood and guts. Too much sauce like a duck. Brush it off the shoulder rust. Camo with a bag full of ammo. Strangle the ops from the tangle. Hang your legs, they gonna dangle. Neck broke just like Kurt Angle. In the art of the deity. Bring that pain so easily. Most these bums don't deal with me. Eradicate immediately. One monkey don't stop the show. I'll continue with the flow. Catch me at the studio. Like time I got the glow. What you gonna do when I transform? What you gonna do when I transform? Like my body changing form. You been warned, here comes the storm. What you gonna do when I transform? What you gonna do when I transform? Like my body changing form. You've been warned, here comes the storm. What you gonna do when I transform? What you gonna do when I transform? Like my body changing form. You've been warned, here comes the storm. What you gonna do when I transform? What you gonna do when I transform? Like my body changing. One, two, 1, 2. What you gonna do when Halloween come at the front screen? Oh man, I'm sounding perfect over here. You dig? What's good, y'all? Got Black Star in the building. Got Ballet in the building. Got Henny in the building. Got my dude Blaze in the building. What it do though? And I figured, why not? Episode 2 of Horror History Month. Halloween Havoc. Especially given the fact that NXT had Halloween Havoc earlier tonight. I'm actually playing catch up right now. What did you guys think about Halloween Havoc? Yeah, Smokey's sleeping. Smokey. Let's get them thumbs up in the building. We got 5 people already in the building. Let's get it. The ratio been crazy as of late. Yeah, when it comes to the music, you know what I mean? Download it. Download all of that. Juggernaut. Download all the music. You got my dude, LaRon Pierce. Make sure you download his music also. I'm not gonna waste no time with it. Drop the floodgates. Why not? And like I said from before, shouts go out to the people that watch the uploads. Y'all always show love. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Shouts go out to y'all that comment on the uploads too. Like when it comes to Black Star, when it comes to Ballet. Keep that conversation going. Shouts go out to my dude Walter Lowry. He be commenting on some of them uploads too. I noticed that we get our most traffic on the uploads, and that's awesome. Bam! Open up the floodgates. TKO was goody. As a matter of fact, yo, TKO, you want to play your new track tonight? TKO came out with a new track. I see you guys.
Yo,
You.
what's up?
Hey.
Like,
You know
yo,
what I'm
I'm not
saying?
gonna ruin shit for you guys if you guys haven't watched.
Well, hold on. First of all, say what's going on. Say what's up.
Whatever,
Let's
everybody.
not be rude.
Whatever, everyone.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But those of you guys who didn't catch or who not, wow,
Oh my
we have a
god.
new champ.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm watching the main event right now between what's the name again? Carrot Top?
Valkyria and Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Holy
But it
shit.
looks like the matchup is going to be Valkyria versus Jade.
Oh shit. I was not expecting this match. Well, the match was
Because
dope.
yeah, I see that Jay Cargill was there. And
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, yo, I don't care. Like, I love my wife and all that, but Jay Cargill got like the chocolate Chun Li legs. We can all agree on that. Like, she got the chocolate Chun Li legs, the legs you could just kick somebody's head off with.
Yeah.
Yo, but real quick though, did you guys know that Solo wasn't supposed to make his debut last summer?
Yeah.
Why not?
That in fact it was supposed to be Bray's return. That was supposed to be the surprise.
I believe that because they were talking about because it wouldn't have made because I've been saying for a long time that having Bray drop the belt to Roman after a week and not going back to them didn't make sense.
Becky gave Lara respect, gave her a hug in the title.
Lyra Valkyria just beat Becky Lynch. I was not expecting that
I'm
at
surprised, but she's
all.
gonna get her ass kicked in next month.
That match was dope, though. I ain't
Yeah, it
gonna hold
was.
you. One
Like
thing I
probably was
give Becky,
one of the better NXT matches in
one
quite a
thing I
while.
give Becky Lynch credit though for is no matter who she's in the ring with, she always makes her opponents look good. That's the one thing I give Becky credit for because all of her opponents look good after a match.
Yeah, they do, no doubt.
And Lyra looked like a star here.
Yeah, her kicking out of the manhandle slam was something I did not expect.
Yeah. Lyra Valkyria is going to be a player. I will say that.
Her versus Jade will be a good match.
If they ever have her fight Jade.
And it looks like she's first.
I mean, Jade Cargill, who knows? She might end up on Raw or SmackDown for all we know. Having her, the way they presented her has been great. I will say, having her go to all three brands to tease it is a nice touch.
But she's been on NXT the most.
Hmm.
Looks like that's the direction that they're going in. I'm not too sure. But Stephen A. Toth.
Oh Lord. I ain't gonna hold you. I thought you were gonna put that Nikki Cross picture I sent.
No, that would have been too obvious.
Would it though?
I'll use it though when you're not expecting it. It'll be better.
Man, look, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Them having Nikki Cross go back to what she was supposed to be in the first place. But what they need to do is stick to it.
Like that's what they should do. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna wait until the entire picture comes together for me to say anything about
They they should stick to, you know what I mean? All right. Who's seen Long Kiss Goodnight with Gina Davis and Samuel L. Jackson?
I finally saw that movie.
I did. I definitely.
That's who Nikki Cross needs to be. She needs to be Charlie Baltimore.
Really?
Charlotte, really?
That's what she needs to be.
Hmm.
Devin Booker is having himself not a day, but he's bullying Stephen Curry right now. Poor Steph. Why is he a 2? But anyways, Stand man, continue saying what you should say.
The funny thing is, yeah, I just love how they building Jade Cargill like she's the final boss.
Well, she should be.
I understand that shit, but how they building her, she better be better than Bianca Belair.
Like if you're gonna put her in NXT, that's what she has to be. She has to be the motherfucker.
She has to, like, the first move she does, it gotta look crisp. If she whip off the ropes, whatever, she can't look like an amateur at all. Because this is how they building her. How they're building her, I'm telling you, they better know what the fuck they're doing. Because the first move she makes, it better be crispy.
She's going to be first because that's how she was at AEW. She was extremely awkward. Like she didn't know what the fuck she was doing.
Exactly, like she's still green.
True at all. That's not true at all. She wasn't awkward there.
No. What did you say? Let him repeat it. Let him repeat it. What you said again?
I said that she was awkward her first match at AEW. That tag match with Shaq.
Well, of course, it was with Shaq.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah,
of course, it was Shaq. Anybody would be awkward.
I mean, even Cody. If I was Cody Rhodes, I'd be like, "What the hell you got me doing here?"
As she developed into a very, very, very good.
One thing I give Jade Cargill for, one thing I noticed Jade Cargill is each match she had on AEW, she got a little bit more improved. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like how she ended up very, very good. But too much time has gone by since her last AEW match and now.
I mean,
that's the main thing I'm talking about. Like how they presented her. I love the presentation, making her look like a goddess and all that. I definitely appreciate that, but I'm telling you, when she steps in that ring, there's going to be millions of telescopes right on top of her.
Yeah, the eyes of the world is going to be on her.
I really hope she's ready, because if she's ready, I'm telling you, that'll be a really big thing.
The sky's the limit.
If she's not, all she got to do is just any little hiccup. Maybe trip over something. That's all she has to do for everybody to be like, "Oh, look, she's a flop. Look at her."
I'm not worried about any of that. I'm worried about the other stuff.
What other stuff?
I mean, she was sitting right next to Punk when Punk was talking about all the shit that happened with Sasha and Naomi. I mean, she was right there, literally. Like she heard everything. She was listening to everything he said. So The fact that she heard everything Punk said and still made the decision to go over there, that tells me that she's already mentally prepared to deal with the bullshit. Well, it's easy to say that until it happens. That's all I gotta say.
I'm telling you this right now, and you guys may not believe me. Quite frankly, I don't give a shit. But this has to be Punk's direction.
What, to go back to WWE?
To not be alone when he goes back to WWE.
Well, he's not going anywhere, dude.
Yeah, any guy was goody.
So what?
What's the deal?
What up, Henny?
What's up, any guy?
What's going on, y'all?
Chilling.
Coach said, Toph?
Oh, I was just saying he's not going anywhere for a while.
Well, yeah, not until November at the earliest.
I mean, they keep teasing that he's going to show up at Survivor Series or something. But then again, they said the same thing about Randy Orton, too. So,
well, if he does not show up in Chicago, those fans are going to burn the United Center.
They're not going to give a shit.
No, they're not.
Yes,
they're
they
not
will.
going to care, bro.
No, they
They're
will not.
They're not going to
Knock
care,
it
bro.
off.
They will.
No, they're not, dude. They don't
Really?
care.
Are you serious? Come on, stop.
No, they don't care. No. First of
Like,
all,
if this dude Punk don't show up, they don't care. But if he does show up, that would be a plus. It would be a markout moment.
No. I'm sorry, man. This shit needs to get put to bed. It's 2023, guys. It's not fucking 2011 or 2012. The days of CM Punk being a god, I'm sorry. Those days are over. Those days are done.
Hey, look, I don't mind that.
TK,
but
I remember when. Hold on.
Well, you can't sit there and say that if he was to show up at Survivor Series, it won't be a markout moment.
No, it really won't.
Yes, it would. What do you mean? Of course, it'll be a markout moment.
No, we already know. The fans don't give a fuck, dude. It's over.
Let me ask you a question.
When TK said that, to TK's credit, bro, he could have just did fucking Collision and All Out in Chicago, and then said Punk was fired after. No, he went to Chicago straight up and said that Punk
signs supporting.
Sure,
Punk.
but the fans didn't
that
give a
was
fuck.
by
Dude.
design.
During the show, they weren't chanting his name. They weren't chanting his name. It wasn't like 2012 or 2013.
But that was by design, though. That was by design.
That's not design, bro. You can't control the fans. If they're going to start chanting shit, they're going to chant shit.
Let me ask you a question. The little fans that they're getting during the tapings of their shows, you don't think that's not a Punk effect?
No. It's not a Punk effect at all, because when Punk was there, they were still getting the same fans. They were in Canada when Punk was there, drawing like 2,000, 2,500. He didn't make a damn difference at all. He's not a god at all.
I'll give you that.
He was gone. He was gone at
got somebody in the background. Oh, shit.
All I was going to say was that.
I see you, Scott.
All I was going to say was that those fans at Collision and those fans at All Out, specifically at All Out, were having a good time. They didn't give a flying fuck that Punk wasn't there. And also, one other thing, too. This is the other big elephant in the room that I guess people just forgot about, because we've talked about it here on the round table before.
Of course.
WWE doesn't have crazy fans anymore. They don't have those crazy fans.
Yeah, they don't have the fans no more once they remove the fans that bring in signs. And everybody, if you notice, it's not just AEW. Well, maybe AEW. They tend to keep their phones in their pockets. But I swear every wrestling fan just stares at their fucking phone, or they just want to make a video.
First of all, why you just came out of nowhere? Do you know what we're talking about right now?
The allure of the fans.
No, we're not talking about that.
Excitement.
This dude just came out of nowhere. It's just trying to deter the whole conversation.
But that's the big part that
he ain't wrong, though.
That's the big thing that like people just aren't talking about. WWE doesn't have those crazy hardcore fans anymore. They're gone. The fans that go to the shows now are casual fans that actually enjoy the product.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Right, exactly. All the crazy hardcore fans.
The main thing we're saying is that we already know Punk is definitely going to end up in WWE. And I was saying this. This is how the whole dispute started.
Are you sure?
I was saying that if this dude was to show up at Survivor Series, it's gonna get a pop. I'm not saying he's gonna, be the savior of wrestling, anything like that. But him showing up at Survivor Series, that will get a pop for that night. Will get a pop. And Tope for saying no, it won't. That's why we disagree.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. He insulted WWE way too much while he was in AEW. And for the past 4 years after he left WWE.
Send him to NXT, man. Put him in NXT.
Didn't Cody do the same exact thing?
No.
Remember when he came back? When he came back, when he made his debut at AEW, the first thing he said was he cut that promo talking about I left professional wrestling. Like he basically buried WWE in a promo. You think the fans are going to be like, "Oh my God, Punk is..." No, they're going to be like, "Fuck you." They don't care about him.
Cody hammered the throne.
That was a throne. That's a shot at Triple H. Come on, but that was it. No. Once he did that, Cody was done. CM Punk just kept insulting.
Right. Scott's right. Cody was throwing jabs at Triple H, not WWE. He never had anything negative to say about WWE. It was Triple H and Vince. Punk attacked the company, the fans, and the people involved. So this idea that he's just going to come back and the fans are going to be like, "Oh my," I'm sorry, bro. Y'all going to be disappointed. Y'all going to be disappointed for sure. It's not going to be the same.
Oh no, I'm not going to be disappointed.
Oh, he's not going to be fired.
It's not like I'm a
Bryan Danielson got a better chance than CM Punk coming back.
You see my dude Bryan Danielson with the dreads? He got the braids and all that.
He must have went to the woods and had an inner Ricky Williams Zen moment or something.
But basically, in so many words, all I'm really saying is that the days of Punk being a god, those days are over. He's just a guy now. Yeah. The bloom is off the rose. He's done too much. He said too much. He's just another guy now. He's a name, but it's over. It's done. He exposed himself. It's it.
Even though the Hall of Fame ain't really a real thing, but you'll never see him get inducted into anything after his antics.
He's got the only way I see him ever coming back to wrestling in general, like WWE or any other thing, he's gonna have to pull a Will Smith. Like remember when Will Smith disappeared after the Chris Rock bullshit, and then he did like a YouTube video. Remember that the little sit down with the camera, talked for like 5-6 minutes. He apologized to Chris Rock and said he's gonna have to do something like that. Either that or be on a podcast.
I will refer him not to do that.
What's the topic here?
Well, he's not gonna make any. No one's gonna do business with him, bro. They got that footage. TMZ is just sitting on that footage.
At this point, if I'm Punk, I would just cut my losses and just just not go back to wrestling at all. You had a great.
He's gonna eventually come back to wrestling.
But he did.
You know why he's gonna come back to wrestling? Because that's his main bread and butter. CM Punk tried many times to go to other ventures.
He should start a Twitch channel and play video games.
I was talking about this the other day with John. The only way I see him coming back, and this can be a segue, the only way I see him coming back, as crazy as it sounds, and y'all can laugh all you want, the only way I see him coming back is if he goes to TNA. They just got that name brand change, and from what I hear, they're pretty serious about that shit.
I don't think TNA is that incredibly stupid.
What if he started?
Look, you see the title of the show. It's not going to be TNA unless they bring back 6 sides. I don't care what anybody says.
Punk going.
They don't bring back a 6-side ring. It's not TNA.
But can TNA handle CM Punk and his ego?
Punk going back to TNA would not
the news that I heard about Punk is that the contract offer that TNA made, that Punk made 15 to 20 times more at AEW. They can't afford him.
Oh, of course. The only reason I mentioned TNA is because if, and this is hypothetical, because I'm not saying this is going to happen, if he went to TNA and he took the pay, the reduction, first of all, he's taking the pay cut. Secondly, he's going to a smaller platform. Thirdly, he's taking a chance on himself. Fourthly, he's showing everybody, he's showing AEW, he's showing WWE that he's willing to be a team player and that he's got
Fourthly,
a
a
headache
word?
for.
He said fourthly. Is that a
Whatever,
word?
whatever. The point
Yeah,
is that
he
he
said
does, if
fourthly.
he did that, it would be his way of basically showing everybody else that, hey, I can be a team player.
To be fair,
I'm just speaking theoretically here. I mean, because I don't think he's got the pride to do that. I think
Nope.
he's too prideful. So.
to be fair to your point, you know what I mean? If Punk takes the severely massive pay cut and goes to TNA, like it would be a shock to everyone, especially if Osprey
And
fought
here's the
him
thing: you can't really consider it a pay cut. You really can't consider it a pay cut
15 to
because
20
number
times more
one,
without a pay cut.
well, yeah, because number one, he doesn't have no money coming in when it comes to wrestling anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Number
I tell you this.
two, who knows what check he'll get cut from TNA? Because remember, it's not only TNA's money going into this rebranding. You know they got some what's that shit again?
Anthem.
Right.
I think Anthem is done with them.
Really?
Man,
All I know is the Demore guy. I give him a lot of shit. From what I'm hearing, starting next year, they're going to be getting bigger venues, new production. They're going to be getting
endorsements. That's what I was looking for.
Right. So they're getting money from somewhere.
It's a new endorsements, and
right.
It's really peculiar how these people keep putting their money into this brand.
The only way I see.
And I'm not trying to shit on Impact or TNA, whatever. I'm not trying to shit on them, but I just find it so crazy. Like, how are you guys receiving money back from this?
They're probably not.
I got to be honest with you guys, and this may be an unpopular opinion, and I don't care. I'm going to stand to it because I said before, Punk is washed. Honestly, and again, I'm not saying this is actually going to happen. I'm just speaking theoretically. Theoretically speaking, TNA is the best place for him because we've talked about this before. TNA, like their knockouts division's good, their X division's good, their tag division's good, but their main event scene is ass.
They
don't got any main eventers. But if Punk went there, it really would be his company. They could literally focus it around him. You can't do that. AEW had too many people. Bro.
They did that with AEW, and look what happened.
I tell you,
you don't have the same type of attitude. Hold on. You can't say that because don't you think you had the same type of attitude in a smaller company?
Punk is washed, bro.
And guess what? He comes to TNA acting like that. Moose is gonna knock the Sonic rings out of him.
Well, the only way that I see
now, they gave this dude the keys to the castle in AEW.
That's because he's
if TNA was to give him the keys to the castle there, they'd be crazy.
That's
the only way that I see Punk leaving to AEW is if Ospreay goes with him.
Hold on, let Henny guy go because Henny guy ain't saying nothing since.
It's all good. I was saying like he gonna bring that diva attitude to TNA. It's gonna be even worse because he's gonna be the big fish in the small pond.
Dude is toxic anywhere. Do not give him a fucking job. I don't give a damn if he goes.
Hey, my question is, what if he?
I want to say don't give him a job. I wouldn't go that far.
What if he just start a podcast?
Punk is needed.
No,
Punk is not needed,
but
we don't need Punk. We don't need Punk.
Punk don't deserve shit. Let him fucking go broke. He fucking burned too many bridges.
Okay, then you might as well say the same thing about Jack Perry. Because Jack Perry was the one who started the shit.
I mean, we did say that.
Jack Perry should get fired as well.
I mean, we kind of did.
No exception to that rule.
I mean, we kind of did admit that too. So
I know, but
you expect a 40-something-year-old to fucking act mature. A 20-something-year-old,
Yeah.
I get.
Yeah.
But a 40-something-year-old guy,
He
that's
did not. Okay.
unexcusable.
Okay. Okay.
No, I'm
Let
with
me
Scott
let me
here.
ask
I'm
you a
with
question.
Scott. He's cooking.
Let me ask you a question, Scott.
Go
If
ahead.
you acted, if you disobey, or not say disobeyed, but if you went against your boss's rules at
You
work, you wouldn't get fired.
are you referring to military or just my job?
Your job, not military.
Actually, I would get fired because I'm the oldest one, so I'm supposed to show a little bit fucking maturity.
No. Let's say they told you not to do something, and you not say disobeyed, but you did not listen to them, and you did it anyways, and you rubbed it in their faces.
Yo, Henny God is a fool.
You wouldn't get fired.
AAA. I mean, at this point, he might as well leave the states and
Might
go
as
to
well.
Mexico.
Might as well. Fuck it.
Yeah. Go to Puerto
You know,
Rico
Mexico.
party.
You know, Mexico don't give a shit.
Mexico, woo.
They'll probably kick his ass a lot harder, but they don't give a damn.
That's a lot harder.
The fans will beat his ass. Shit.
Conan will beat his ass.
Especially Conan. Fuck that. You fuck around with Conan, he'll fuck you up back.
Hey, Disco Inferno might lay hands on him too. Shit, fuck it.
Disco doesn't run shit out there. It's Conan who runs
Disco
shit.
don't do shit.
So
He
to
just runs his
piggyback
mouth.
off
He just
of
runs his mouth on a podcast. That's it.
So to piggyback off of Sandman earlier, I did say last week I'd do a little brief review on Bound for Glory. I don't have much to say. I watched the show when it happened. It was a good pay-per-view, good crowd. I really liked the Hall of Fame speech with Tracy Brooks. It was really good to see Mike Tenay. Mike still looks good. It still sounds the same too. He sounds like he could come back to commentating tomorrow if he wanted
Mike
to.
Bailey versus Osprey was
That was crazy.
Yo, I'll go out to Mike Bailey. Like, I'm glad
that was my favorite match, bro.
I'm glad he's slowly but surely getting some recognition. Yo, shots go out to Speedball. He's really cooking.
Man, that was my favorite match of the night. No cap.
Yeah, so it was a good pay-per-view. It was a good pay-per-view. They had a good crowd, good energy, no botches or anything. It was good. It wasn't great, but it was a good show. So, at first I was just kind of like, all right, well, that was good. I didn't feel like my money was wasted or anything. So then they showed the little vignette, of all the wrestlers in the woods and stuff. And Kazarian went in the water.
Video, right?
As far as I'm concerned, Kazarian went into the lake of reincarnation. and he got TNA Wrestling.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Impact, TNA, whoever the fuck they are, they wrestle better than the roster on AEW. They just don't have a crowd.
They don't have a crowd. They don't have a good TV deal either. Like the deal that they're on is terrible. Like nobody's got. I don't know.
There's not that many places that would willingly host wrestling, especially their brand of wrestling.
As a matter of fact, how many years has how many years has AEW been open for? And they still
5, I believe.
Why the fuck they ain't creating
like 5 years?
Why they not creating a performance center for them?
They do got
the
Nightmare Factory.
Yeah, that's like their unofficial one. Yeah.
Is it like AEW just go and do whatever the fuck you want to do, no rehearsing, no nothing? We just gonna come up with some shit.
I mean, when you hire, when your whole roster consists of indie wrestlers, what more do you really expect?
Let's not do that though, because AEW. Let's really be real, B. Like, yeah, we shit on AEW a lot, but AEW has definitely been making a lot of progress. For a company that's only been around for like 5 years, they made a lot of progress.
Yeah, but at least give them a foundation for them to train.
Oh, I agree. I think what it is that the roster is a unique hybrid because you have like wrestlers that have come from WWE and they know that style. Then you have wrestlers that made their name outside of WWE, like New Japan, Ring of Honor. But then you splice in like new people, like an Acclaimed or Darby, whoever, who haven't really had that big time. So you just have like a unique hybrid. But they'll definitely make one. I need to look up how long it was for WCW made the power plant.
Because
Like,
My
it's-
main thing,
my
one of
biggest
my main
concern
things
is
about
safety.
AEW is that it's
Wasn't
way
it-
too much factions.
like wasn't the power plant, like, wasn't it in the early 90s, I believe, like 91, 92?
It was
Yeah, that was
somewhere
Yeah,
with
they had the
somewhere in
power
the early
WCW.
plant.
90s. Yeah.
My
yeah.
my
I used-
biggest
yeah.
my biggest concern is the safety of the wrestlers. There's just some shit that they do. I just be like, yo, how he ain't fucking dead? Like
Let me,
Everybody-
Moxley's matches.
Like, everybody here, especially on this show, knows my issues with AEW, and my issues mainly lies on Orange Cassidy. Quite frankly, I don't give a fuck anymore. But
So why would you bring it up?
Because
no.
he's trying to figure out why the fuck is he
why the fuck was he
North-
champion? That was my
the
problem.
Atlantic
That's my issue.
champion, yeah. International champion, whatever the fuck that title is.
Well, let me finish. Let me finish.
Well, I would
talking
say
with,
that. Yeah, I'm gonna let you continue on with
Okay.
the card.
No, well, not the card. I wasn't gonna talk about the card. I was just gonna talk about the.
You didn't finish. You
name.
didn't finish the card. You didn't finish
Yeah.
Bound for Glory card.
Yeah. Well, not the card. I want to talk about the TNA name change and just what's going on there.
But and before you say that, I was gonna say this. We all agreed on when they came to that match. Swerve should have been international champion all this time. There was no reason why this dude didn't beat Orange Cassidy for the international championship. Bam. Now continue on, sir.
Yeah. What I was going to say about the name change is that, as we've said before here on the roundtable, the big issue of Impact Wrestling, TNA, whatever you want to refer to them, is that they got a fairly good product, a fairly good roster, a loyal fan base. Their issue really is that, as I've said before on previous episodes, they have an identity crisis. Who are
As
they?
far as
In the late 2000s and the early 2010s, for better or worse, if you didn't like what WWE was offering, the perception was TNA was the number 2 brand. That's what they were. And they were the number 2 brand because all the big names in WWE, when they left or got fired or, quit or whatever, most of them went to TNA. And then at some point in the mid 2010s to late 2010s, they were no longer the alternative. And how, why, when, where, that's another story. But they stopped being the alternative and they became Impact Wrestling.
The issue with TNA truly started back in 2010 when they went full blown into former WWE stars.
Well, I agree.
And didn't nurture their homegrown talent.
And you notice
they practically fired all their homegrown talent. Good lord.
And you notice that's what it's always been with all these fucking wrestling companies. As soon as a person gets fired or leaves WWF / WWE, they go to the opposition. That shit has been so repetitive, and that's what AEW is falling victim to.
So they became, as I understand it, the name TNA was too tarnished, and that's why they decided to just officially become Impact Wrestling. And as Sandman and I have talked about a few times on the show, as far as I'm concerned, because the Scott D'Amore guy pisses me off. I don't give a fuck what he says. Just like how WWE has different eras, the New Generation era, Attitude era, Ruthless Aggression era, TNA has eras too. And as far as I'm concerned, when I think of TNA has 3 eras. It's got NWA TNA. That's like, R-Truth, Ron the Truth Killings, Ken Shamrock, Jeff Jarrett, Abyss,
Scott Hall,
Christian Cage, Scott Hall. That's old school, like Asylum, NWA TNA. Then there's the second era, the TNA that most of us remember, TNA Wrestling, a.k.a. Cross the Line, TNA Wrestling, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, Beer Money, Motor City Machine Guns, Gail Kim, Awesome Kong, The Beautiful People, and so on and so forth. The good old days.
Then the pure death era, the Hogan era.
Right. And then you have like the little hybrid GFW and TNA Impact Wrestling and all that stuff. Then you have the third era of TNA, which is where they just became Impact.
Which is the rebirth.
And so when they became Impact, it wasn't bad. Like they had good talent, like good talent, but it's just not the same. So when I think of Impact Wrestling, I think of like Sammy Callahan, Eddie Edwards, Josh Alexander, Moose, Tessa Blanchard, Johnny Impact, like good talents, but
Good
just
Lord.
not the same. So for them to go to because and to anyone that doesn't know, like they've been Impact for a minute now, because when they made the official change,
For about
they
5
made
years,
the
right?
official change in 2017. It's 2023.
Yeah,
So
5
it's
years.
been five, right? It's been 5 years. That's a long enough time to reinvent yourself. So for them to be Impact Wrestling for 5 years and then they go back to TNA, that just goes back to what I've been talking about: is that these dudes don't know who they fucking are. What is their identity?
The
Who
person
are
who
they? Who
fucked,
are they?
the person who fucked things up in a severe way and how it started was when Russo sent his email to, I think, to a writer instead of to today.
Oh
Fucking Russo.
wow!
Right.
Oh my
I would
God!
say this: their
Yo,
their
Russo.
identity was the six sides and the exhibition.
But it's brutal.
That
But it's
was
brutal
their
on their body.
identity.
But it's brutal
Bro.
on their body. That's why you can't go back to it.
Bro,
All right.
bro.
Remember what I asked you? I remember I asked you. I was like, okay, is there a way for them to bring back the six sides with it not being so, brutal on the body?
You could use the WWE ring and cut the corners off of it.
Because I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It's never going to be truly TNA if they don't bring back the six sides.
Is the six-sided
I
ring
agree.
brutal?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
you're not hearing what I'm asking you. I'm saying that is there a way for them to make it less forgiving on the body?
Yeah,
they'd have
use
to.
the
They have
WWE
to
ring.
make a new kind of. They have to make a new kind of ring and figure something
Yeah,
out.
Yeah, use the
because they got
WWE.
to bring back the six sides. If
Well,
they don't
WWE
bring,
ring
if
is
they don't bring back the six sides,
Right.
it will never be TNA. It won't.
Or any
Well, right. I
any
agree.
ring is
I agree
brutal.
with you.
Don't
If
you?
you look how they build it, that's freaking hard plywood, and then there's just it is what it is.
You would
Yeah,
have to
I
make
want to. I
it.
want
You
to.
would
I
have
want
to
to cook
make it
on.
the lightest ring
Right.
imaginable for
I
it
want
to
to.
be
I want to
six
cook
sides.
on what Sandman just said. So, firstly, like this is kind of the issue that NXT has, because NXT, they do their new premium live events, and a lot of
I know
people
you
say, why
happy
don't they
Becky
just
Lynch lost.
close? I'll talk about her in a minute. The NXT does their pay per views, but they don't do any takeovers anymore. And sometimes I see fans online say, why don't they bring back takeover? And I said, well, they're kind of in a situation where it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Where it's like, yeah, they could bring back takeover, but if they brought the name takeover back, then that means the name takeover has a certain nostalgia to it. There's a certain quality that those takeover shows had. So if they brought back takeover, that roster would have to either equal what the black and gold did or be better. And we all know
There
they
is
can't do
there
that.
is no way
So
in hell
right, they
this
can't. And
current
so for
roster is
that
great.
reason,
if they brought back Takeover, those fans will boo those wrestlers out the
exactly.
building.
And so for that
Exactly.
reason, they don't bring it back. And so to kind of go back to what Sandman's saying, I feel like bringing back the name TNA is a double edged sword, because you're like Sandman was talking about the six-sided ring, and I agree, the six-sided ring is definitely TNA, but
It's
there's
important.
some other stuff too. There's some other stuff too that they got to get rid of, like this
Like what?
intergender shit. Like, I'm sorry, bro, intergender, that's not TNA, dude.
Yeah, I'm not a
Like
fan. Yeah,
nobody
I'm not a
nobody wants to
fan of
see
that
Jordan
either.
Grace. Nobody wants to see Jordan Grace beat up 20 dudes. I'm sorry, like that shit's got to go.
Yeah,
Bro,
but
they didn't learn their lesson. They didn't learn their lesson with Tessa Blanchard, did they?
everybody here, I have a very serious question. What if Sunny Kiss becomes knockout champion? What would you
God,
like? Would you
bro.
seriously?
Would it really be beneath them for that to happen, though? They made Tessa the world champion, so would that really be beneath them?
Like it
But
might
No,
be a
that's the
round
danger.
table
That's
discussion.
that
that's
would
the
be
danger
good.
that they're in, because
That would
that's
be
something
disrespectful.
Impact would do. Not, but TNA wouldn't do that. So if they
Thanks for
go
the
back,
likes. Thanks for the likes.
I think that would be very disrespectful to the
Like
women.
if Sunny Kiss becomes knockout champion, that will be a roundtable discussion.
Oh God! If
I
Sunny, the
think the
day
only
Sunny
I
Kiss
think the
wins
only
that
time
knockout
TNA did
title, I
that
want
was
to hear
comedy with
Scott go on
EY,
the reign
right?
of a lifetime.
I'm sorry. To me, Sunny Kiss is disrespectful to wrestlers like uh Darren Young, the Acclaim. I'm sorry. She makes a
Why
mockery.
do you keep
What
apologizing when you want to talk your truth? Just say your
no,
shit. Why you
no,
apologizing?
because it's a slippery slope. Damn if you say it and damn if you don't. But
Oh,
Sunny
just say,
Kiss,
No, no,
oh,
I'm
please,
just
all
saying
the
that,
shit you
Scott.
done
Just
said in
let
the
it out, bro.
past.
No. I don't think you were here on the last show, Scott. So I was saying,
He
man,
was
just let
here.
it out. Oh, okay. Well, just let it out, bro. Just say how you feel, because I've said this before, man. I said
Like, we
before,
all say what we feel. You don't have to keep saying, oh, I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry. Just
no.
talk.
Not
I mean,
you
he
I'll tell
gotta
you
guys.
the
wait.
same thing,
I just
Toph. Like,
I
Toph be
mean, I
saying the
gotta
same
wait.
thing. Maybe, oh, I'm sorry.
I,
Like,
I mean, I gotta
just
wait and
talk.
think.
I'm
I just
very
know that you can't
unapologetic
talk
about.
about anything that's you can't talk about the queers and the LBGQ without being canceled, and
I
it's
mean, I got away with
ridiculous.
saying I don't
Well,
like feminists.
that may be
So
true,
there
but
it is.
I'm when it comes to listen when it comes to gender roles and shit, I'm gonna be unapologetic about it, man. Men are superior for a reason. We talked about this in the last show. LA Knight is gonna face Roman Reigns at the next pay per view, and I said this in the last episode. LA Knight was fucking smart. He was in TNA. They wanted him to do the job to Tessa, and he said fuck that because he knew
He would have
that if
never
he
gotten that
took
situation.
right, he knew if he
Yeah.
lost to a woman, he would never be a
And he
credible
would
main
have
eventer
never
anywhere. And as
bounced
much as
back.
I love Brian Cage was a fucking beast in Lucha Underground. He was jobbing out to Tessa in like fucking 7 minutes on Impact. And
Bummed
so
out the sexy star.
right, and so was Sammy Callahan. If LA Knight lost to Tessa Blanchard, he wouldn't even
Roman
fucking
Reigns,
be in
Roman Reigns
WWE.
would say that day, "There's no fucking way I'm losing to him."
Exactly.
Exactly.
He would even be in WWE. He would be like probably MLW or some shit if he lost to Tessa. So,
Because that's what
shout outs to him.
Austin did to Mark Mero when he
We
got
got
power.
10 likes. We got 10 likes in less than an hour. You guys are awesome.
Well,
Y'all
Keep
remember
hitting that
that?
thumbs up.
I kind of
Y'all
get what
remember that
Mark
though?
Merrill. I kind of get
When
what
Mark
Mark
Mero got
Merrill did.
powerbombed by
That was
China,
it.
and
Oh
then
no,
Yeah, I remember that.
the second he did that, they're trying to put him in a program with Austin, and Austin said, "There's no fucking way I'm losing to him."
This is
Yeah.
gonna be my last.
Ball game
Yeah.
over right then and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be my last thing to say about TNA. It's the most we talked about in a long time. Last thing I gotta say is if Billy Corgan can get NWA a TV deal for the CW, TNA, Impact, whatever they're called themselves, they got no excuse. If for some
Question.
reason they cannot get a better TV deal than the other two alternatives, is they need to figure out some way to push access to other cable providers so more people can see it. And for some fucking reason, if they cannot do that, then the last Hail Mary attempt, do what Billy Corgan did and just put when they become TNA officially, and when the name brand comes, just upload your episodes for free on YouTube, because that's
Here's
how
an
power.
idea.
That's how
Now
NWA Power
look,
got
the
their
main
thing.
thing is that and shout out to go out to NWA going to CW, but the main thing is cable is passe.
Here's an idea that might.
Regular TV is passe. It's all about streaming nowadays. That's where the real money is at.
Here's an idea that might work though. Why don't they put TNA on something like Paramount?
That's what I'm saying. Like Paramount Plus and shit like that.
Yeah, like Paramount Plus or something like that. And
Because streaming is where it is, but the reason why they can't do that because they will have to fit a certain demographic, right? If they could, if Paramount Plus could snatch up TNA or Impact's content, they gotta be able to make a profit off of it. If they can't make a profit off of their content, then they're not gonna snatch it up.
Make it $5 a month.
Even still,
why make it $5 a month if you can watch their content on YouTube for free?
True.
Well, whoever is in charge of giving them money, because they're getting this money from somewhere. Whoever's in charge of making their financial decisions.
Word. I don't get it. Who is paying these motherfuckers?
I have no clue. But
this dude or this female got to be the ultimate wrestling fan, and God bless that person that's doing it. Really, God bless them.
Art, I can tell you who's paying them. Burn, 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 burn.
Judgment Day is paying them. Judgment Day was paying them. If Judgment Day was paying them, they would have been over there by now. Got all their belts too.
I mean, Rhea Ripley all over the place cutting deals with everybody. That could be one of them.
Whoever's paying the money come 2024, like whoever's paying the money come 2024, they need to not be stingy and because like I said before, their knockouts division has always been good. They got a good tag scene. They got a good the undercard and the mid card is good. It's the main event scene, so they got to be willing to put out some money. And they got to be willing to raid the WWE roster, the AEW roster, the Ring of Honor roster, the MLW roster. Like, give me Hammerstone, give me Fatu, get some of these third-tier guys on AEW and WWE who aren't doing anything.
I need Jacob Fatu to be on another wrestling promotion like ASAP.
I would love Jacob Fatu in WWE. I would love a Jacob Fatu versus solo match.
Because right now,
Jacob Fatu got on his contract though. I think Jacob Fatu got 2 more years.
If Jacob Fatu ever went to WWE, I know exactly how to debut him too.
Well, if he did went to WWE, probably when it was WWF.
I don't care. It's just good him.
Man, I would love Jacob Fatu need to be on a bigger
Bloodline 3.5.
Here's the thing.
I want this shit to succeed,
I gotta remember. This is the thing I gotta remember also. It's like, all right, he's awesome in the ring, granted. You also gotta remember that he don't be on the road as much. Who knows he's gonna be the same type of caliber if he's on the road most of the year. That shit wears and tears on the body too.
What, just driving?
Yes, motherfucker. What do you mean? That shit wears and tears on your body too. You always on the road. You tired.
Like driving, being on planes. That's jet lag on top of fatigue in the ring. Yeah, that shit is a wear and tear now.
And then not only that, you gotta wake up. You gotta go work out. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. You gotta make appearances.
That's why Roman Reigns got that light contract.
It's more than just you showing up to a match.
Roman Reigns has the lightest contract in wrestling.
And rightfully so.
After what
he's in remission.
Shit, he need a break. But they just got they need to get the title correct and give the title to the right person. Gunther.
They need to get that. They need to figure out a way to get that title off of them. Honestly,
I say one thing: like them doing this to LA Knight is a bad move.
It's too early.
It's a real bad move.
He's gonna lose that crown jewel, and they're gonna forget all about it.
For people
it's too early. And if people really turn on LA Knight for losing to Roman, then he's just never been the guy.
Man, look. Like I said from before, the only way they can really salvage this shit and have all them look legitimate, Cena has to turn on LA Knight.
No, honestly,
he has to do that.
It's too late for a Cena heel turn.
I'm telling you, if Cena does not turn on LA Knight is going to be a failure. Trust me.
It's far too late.
Bro. If anything, Roman Reigns is probably saying to myself, you know what? Let John Cena win his 17th world title under my care. Something tells me that
that's the vehicle. That's the vehicle of this whole shit. The vehicle is that he's gonna get jealous. John Cena is gonna get jealous at LA Knight when he gets close to to beating this dude Roman Reigns. And John Cena himself could have beat Roman Reigns to break Ric Flair's record. There go your storyline right there.
Bro, they
And
don't even have John
if
Cena
Cena,
Oh,
even
that
booked on
ain't
the card.
happening. John Cena will never turn heel.
And
if
plus,
Cena, if
and
Cena wins
plus,
title 17, I'm personally going to fly to Stamford, Connecticut, and backhand him.
I'm
anyway,
not
but
saying
point
he should
being,
win. I'm not saying he should win on his 17th title. I'm just saying he should get jealous at LA Knight for getting close to getting that fucking belt and
I
have
think
him
I think
You
basically
think
Cena's
turn into
too
a
Satan?
lunatic.
I think
he's
Cena's
going
too out
back
of
to
touch to be
Hollywood.
Cena's too out
Yeah.
of touch to be a heel, man. He's too out of
And
touch.
plus, he's gonna go back to Hollywood soon,
Hollywood
so it
Rock
don't
was probably
even
the
matter.
funniest. Hollywood Rock was probably the funniest heel of all time.
I'm
Who, The Rock?
sorry.
And you guys make a point. It's just wishful thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
but
right now,
Cena
Well,
was
it's not just that, bro. It's like what we said before earlier with the Punk thing. The hardcore fans are gone. So even if he turned heel, just it wouldn't hit the same.
the
Those
fans
fans,
wouldn't
like
care if Cena turned
half the
heel.
arguments that we're talking about, half the stuff we talk about most weeks is assuming that the fans give a shit, and they don't give a shit. I think we subconsciously give the current WWE fans too much credit. Like the current fans right now in 2023 that attend WWE shows are casuals. All the
We give them
hardcore
too much.
fans,
We give them too many
right?
flowers.
All the hardcore fans have just dropped watching it, or they just moved on to AEW. They're not
man,
there.
they're so robotic now. They chant "This is awesome" for everything. So yeah,
Draymond
Man,
just talked nuclear shit on Kevin Durant during the game.
they used to be on the road about 300 days a year. Yeah, Ballet, you're
Man,
right.
Draymond lucky he in the NBA today because he was in the '90s. He probably wouldn't even be on the bench.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in sports right now. I heard who got their ass whipped. Who was it? The Indians or Braves? Who was it again?
The
My bad.
Astros got the Astros.
Oh yeah, the
got
Astros lost to the Rangers. Game
Yeah,
7.
excuse me. I heard they got their ass whipped earlier today.
No,
Well,
the
Game
funny
7 of the
thing is
Phillies, Game 7 of the Phillies Diamondbacks is on right now, and the score is.
the
Check
funny
right
thing
now.
is they try to call that a rival. That ain't no damn rival.
That
It's
brother has
just
one
two
to
teams
that.
from Texas playing against you. Oh, it looks like the Diamondbacks are heading.
Yeah, the Diamondbacks might head to the World Series. Might be Diamondbacks. Might be Diamondbacks Rangers.
Yep.
Hey, big
Okay.
ups to Arizona, man. They ain't got shit else to do over there.
Hey, Sin Man. Hey, Sin Man, could I pop my shit real quick?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Shout out to TNA. Y'all was having a good little TNA conversation. I was gone. I heard that. I used to be a big fan of TNA. But the title of this is Halloween Havoc, right? Are we talking about the current Halloween Havoc? Or are we talking about Halloween
Oh,
Havoc?
and any Halloween Havoc,
All
anyone.
We
right,
will never disrespect Halloween Havoc
All right.
for what NXT
Hold
is
on,
bringing.
Scott. Like niggas just
I was
So-
about to.
So I want to give a shout out to the OG WCW Halloween Havoc. They used to have some lit ass themes for their pay-per-views, man.
Man,
And
let's talk about the commercial.
I'm gonna say this real quick. We go to the commercial. I want to say sometimes WCW had better little themes for their pay-per-view than WWF, man.
Hell yeah.
WCW was a better product than
Arcade.
WWE, but they just
Dash
didn't
at
have
the
money.
beach.
Who remembers in WCW when they used to do like these mini skits, like these mini movies,
Yeah,
setting up their
spin the wheel, make the
Yeah.
deal with Sting and
That was the funniest shit I ever seen in my life.
Ooh.
They had Sting set himself on fire in a match against Vampiro. So
Yup.
geez.
That Cheetah, the one-eyed midget, was just some funny shit.
Oh
No,
god.
what about the fake dog that bit Sting's arm?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
But
that
the
was-
main thing was the gargoyle stage, the Halloween Havoc gargoyle stage. That was iconic.
The stage was
Oh,
jumping. That's what I meant. Like they little
WCW was
theme.
great.
They should have been brought that shit back.
Yeah.
WWE don't do that no more. They don't have
Vince don't,
themes.
Vince
That's
don't want to
some
bring
weird
anything
shit.
that resembles WCW. He's gonna.
Like
That's like
Sting.
admitting.
Then he should stop using their name, for God's sake.
Man, what I miss the most about WCW was like this, man. Everything looked and sounded different. Like even the ring sounded different than what the
Yeah.
The ring
WWF
was
ring.
dark. The audience
Yeah.
was dark. The
Yeah,
light
but the
setting
problem-
Yeah,
was
you make a great point, Tove. Like when the opponents or whoever would have slammed on the ring, it did have that certain sound effect that was different
Yeah,
from
it was different.
WWF.
It did.
And the
But the problem-
referees
but the problem with
wore
the-
different stuff too.
But the problem with the ring,
Didn't
with
the
the ring is
referees
that
used to wear
like
gloves?
that the ropes caused Cactus Jack his ear.
Yeah.
That
You know
is
what's
true.
crazy?
In WWF they wore the in WWF they just wore the old fashioned ref stripe, which they still do today. In WCW,
Yeah, they
refs
brought
had-
it back
that
in
blue
WWE.
in
One thing I
WCW they had
say-
the navy blue jeans and the light blue shirt with the tie. And then in ECW, they had like the black shirt with the black jeans. Even the refs were different back then. Man, we had it so fucking good. I'm getting angry talking about it.
Actually,
Talk
the wrestlers in the 90s were a lot safer and they did more stiffer matches compared
There's
to
a
these
reason-
And they was
backlash.
bigger. They was
There was-
bigger,
yes.
but still was safer.
There's a reason why Sting is the ultimate babyface. It's because he always got screwed on a yearly basis.
But
To
he
me,
always
that's
came
what-
back. That's
And that's
Halloween
what-
Havoc 1995. You go into the ring alone against Arn and Brian Pillman. Ric Flair comes in the ring with his head bandaged up. He goes in there, does his Ric Flair walk, slugs you in the ring.
Yo, you still. Man,
You know
you
what?
still
That
wonder.
was
So
all
Sting is
Dusty,
so fucking stupid.
but you know what? That was all Dusty Rhodes booking and Kevin Sullivan right there.
No,
They-
fuck
they-
that.
They
No,
were
it
Because
wasn't.
Sting had enough power to say, "No, I'm not doing that. I'm tired of looking like a fucking moron."
Man, look here. Sting was
Then
getting
Ric
paid.
Flair-
He didn't care.
Then Ric Flair's promo at the end, we said, "It's time to go to school." Woo!
No. If we're gonna talk about Ric Flair, let's talk about the time Ric Flair dressed up in drag to attack Hogan.
I
Oh yeah, I remember that too.
I just saw that fucking uncensored.
You're not making this case any better. Like I don't even remember that shit. I don't remember him doing that.
Oh my god! You gotta go on YouTube and look at
That was,
Vader
that was-
and Ric
That
Flair
was
promo.
uncensored
It's the
95.
funniest
Yeah,
thing.
Hogan Vader strap match. Yeah.
Yo, I swear to God, Sting. Yo, you know what? Yo,
That's-
Dave
Sting.
No,
Sullivan-
Ric Flair dressed in drag.
Here's
Oh, he
another-
said Ric
here's
Flair.
another lead up.
I know. Okay, I remember that shit. He was in
Bro,
the
you thought
crowd,
it was-
right?
Bro, you thought
Yeah.
it was Sting who did that?
I want to be surprised.
There's
Oh,
another one.
yeah.
There's another one that I remember. Who remembers
Sting
when Dave
would have
Sullivan
no
dressed up as a
credibility
woman,
if he ever did that.
threw powder into Hogan's face and shaved Hogan's mustache
Oh wow, I
yeah.
remember.
on Nitro?
I remember
Man,
that.
Ric Flair was off the chain.
There's a woman with a cane.
Yo, Ric Flair may have been
That
a
was
copycat.
peak Nitro, man. Flair was doing
Man, Ric
stripteases
Flair
every
might have been
week.
a copycat, but he was hilarious.
Flair was funny.
Hey,
Honestly,
Speaking
I
of
think Ric
copycat,
Flair. I think Ric Flair is as original as they come because honestly,
no, he's not.
No,
so
no, think about
give
it.
it from Buddy
He stole from
Rogers.
Buddy Rogers, yeah. He
Yeah,
stole from
but
Buddy Rogers.
but he stole the name. But I don't think Buddy Rogers acted like Ric Flair.
As that old Scott Steiner promo said.
Ric Flair is
the
Ric
real,
Flair.
the real Nature Boy.
Ric
The
Flair
real Nature
really.
Boy, Buddy Rogers.
Well,
Ric Flair
he
was
stole the
really
gimmick
living
from
that.
him before Buddy Rogers got to take off with that whole gimmick.
Ric Flair was really living that jet flying to Las Vegas,
stealing, wheeling, dealing, son
gambling,
of a gun.
and then
Yeah,
going to wrestling.
because he had to
Carries-
carry.
carries Rick. Steve,
Go ahead,
For
yeah.
me, what carries Rick is his promos and his character work. Because I'll be honest, and this could be an unpopular opinion, and there's some
It's
wrestlers
not.
who said before, as much as I love Rick, because he's one of the goats for sure. In the ring, I didn't notice it when I was younger.
Trash.
But no, I'm not gonna say he's trash. In the ring,
He's a slow-paced
once
wrestler.
once you're older and you know a little bit more about wrestling and you've watched a little bit, he basically had the same match every time. He really did.
Exactly, he's trash.
But it was
And
always
then other
And
wrestlers,
the main thing is that I see how people be talking shit about Hogan in the ring, but Ric Flair was worse. He literally only had
bro.
2 moves.
Well, here's the thing. Ric Flair
Flair
has such an impact that at the end of the day, fans would let. I guarantee Ric Flair had to get security to go from the stadium to the parking lot because fans was ready to whip his ass. He just
For
knew
me,
how.
it's his
He
character
knew
work
how to
and his
piss fans
promos that
off.
saves him. And for me, it's his character work and his promos that balances it out. Like I never really cared too much for his matches, but to me, when I think of Ric Flair, I don't even think of matches. I just think about all those crazy segments where he's in the ring with Mean Gene, taking off his shirt, his pants, stripping, throwing his Rolex and all his money into the crowd. I think about even the stuff in TNA where him and Jay Lethal had the woo off.
He should have never
That's some of
went
the
to
best shit I've
TNA.
ever seen.
I remember when Flair took off his shirt, took off his pants.
Now that promo with Jay Lethal, that promo with Jay Lethal though, that shit was hilarious.
No,
Remember when they
he told the person in the back. He said
that was the best moment TNA ever had.
Because if you come back, I'm going to be naked.
Hey, you remember when they used to promote wrestling with the card lineup, like on newspaper and TV and shit like that? So when they saw when they saw Ric Flair's name as the main event and who he was going up against, that was a big deal. So they were really selling a lot of tickets. And I think that's why they say Ric Flair is like the greatest of all time, because even if his matches were boring, if it just said Ric Flair as the main event, it was going to be a sold out. And I'm talking about they selling out baseball stadiums.
Flair's mannerisms was always funny.
I've said before, Ric Flair, he's one of the few professional wrestlers, and he doesn't get talked about. People don't enough. Well, I think in the black community we know, but other communities don't talk about it. Ric Flair, he broke the barrier of pop culture, because so many songs mention him, so many rappers rap about him.
He in the Migos, he in music videos now with the Migos wearing his robes and shit. So yeah.
Yeah, there's football teams and basketball teams that like do Ric Flair dances.
Yeah, they used to break down.
Right.
Like one of them did an entire Ric Flair promo. I think it was on the Colts. He did like an entire Ric Flair promo.
I mean, Ric Flair was bleeding more in his matches than John Moxley too. So.
Oh yeah, like I'm surprised Flair didn't catch hepatitis.
Bro, remember that promo he cut on Triple H where he busted himself open
with his fist, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Like Flair was just always funny as shit.
He was just on the Breakfast Club not too long ago.
Oh yeah, he was. I saw that interview.
There's this one promo. I think it was with him and Hogan. And then Hogan said, like, I'll give up my career. And then like Flair was like, what's with a bunch of women?
Oh god.
And then as soon as Hogan said, I'll give up my career, Flair said, like, hey girl, time to go. Time to go. Me and Hogan are gonna talk business. He said, are you serious? You're gonna give up your career? He said, you're on. Woo! Like Flair's just funny as shit.
Yeah.
Bring your best. Go ahead. Bring your best.
So, Tope, your girl Becky Lynch lost her title tonight.
Yeah, Tope's gonna celebrate tonight.
Oh really, man? I got the capacity. Fuck, how do you say that fucking drink? Past the what was it called, Sam? Man, I forgot.
Cavassier.
Yeah, I'll get one tonight to drink to that.
Oh shit. You sipping on some Cavassier tonight? Man.
Tope's gonna be sitting in his couch going, it's a celebration.
Yeah, be careful with that. Be careful with that Cavassier.
Play that Busta in the background.
Don't worry, guys. I'll have a bag of Coke for you this time next year when Charlotte walks out. Remember, I said it first.
Oh, geez.
Yo, man, Becky Lynch is no different. Bro, Becky Lynch is no different from Charlotte Flair. She proved her point. Becky Lynch is no different from Charlotte Flair. She basically did the same thing Charlotte Flair did with that fucking NXT belt. All she did was just squash bitches. And
can we say
Becky, as a matter of fact, I'll take that back. Hold on, I'll take that back. Charlotte Flair was worse because at least when she lost, the NXT Women's Championship, she got pinned. Charlotte didn't.
Also, Becky
all
Lynch
I was
made
gonna
all of
say
her
is
opponents look good. Charlotte
I was
doesn't.
gonna say let's give Becky some credit. I'm pretty sure she doesn't smell like plastic like Charlotte does.
I give Becky Lynch credit too. I mean, to
Becky versus
me,
Laura Valkyria was a good match tonight.
yeah, it was.
Yo,
To me, Becky Lynch makes her opponents look good.
hold on,
Charlotte
wait, stop,
doesn't.
stop. I got breaking news. I got sad news. Sad breaking news.
What happened?
We just lost Shaft, y'all.
What?
Wait, what?
No, you're lying.
Next
Shaft,
video.
Shaft just passed away.
The original Shaft.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
The
Richard
original.
Roundtree. Richard Roundtree just passed away, y'all.
Oh wow!
Oh my gosh.
Damn,
That one hurt.
that's crazy. Because I just heard. That's crazy.
He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
First
Talk about Shaft.
T Rex, and now Shaft. Damn.
Yeah, we lost Shaft, y'all. Let's take a quick break. Let's just chill out real quick.
R.I.P.
Give me
Shaft.
a second. I grew up off Shaft, so I'll just play some music real quick and let's take a quick little break, get y'all beverages and all that.
Shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, well, let's go to break, man.
Yeah, let's go to break real quick. Wow. Our condolences goes out to the Roundtree family. Saturday news, real crazy. I just hate doing lives when news like this come up. It really rest in peace to Richard Roundtree. He's been a staple, and when it comes to black media, and he will always be remembered, and he will be missed. Thanks for your contributions. Sad news, man. Crazy. Y'all still there?
Yeah.
We are still there. Well, I will say this: I rather celebrate our iconic guys dying old than dying young, because it's just like he probably made. I know a lot of people in the '60s and '70s era that probably hit them hard. But I will say this: the dude's iconic. You ain't gonna forget. There's black movies wouldn't be the way it is without Shaft in the '70s. So
Right.
we should really just look at this as a celebration.
Hey,
It's
good
just
run. Yeah,
yeah, he had a great run.
Yeah. I just found out what caused his death too, and that's even crazier for me.
Patriotic cancer.
Yeah, that shit hits home for me, honestly.
That's
I
crazy.
just
Before the show went live, I was for whatever reason I just had. You ever just have like a random name pop up in your head, and you just start searching on them? I was looking up Vince Senior. You know, Vince McMahon's dad. Vince Senior also had that same type of cancer. It's very aggressive, apparently. Takes you out quick.
Yeah. It takes you out quick, or sometimes it'll slowly eat away at you, which is even worse.
Talking about pancreatic cancer.
Yeah.
it, yeah. Here's the
Yeah.
thing: is like I noticed, especially as of late, cancer is taking out us more than AIDS. Remember, AIDS was the number one killer
I,
from before.
Honestly, I think cancer is the biggest scam in the world because how much billions and billions of dollars is pumped in, and for some reason, you mean to tell me you can't find one cure? You just got people doped up on medicine?
Yeah, because that's how they make their money.
Some is more
Realistically,
aggressive
for
than others, though.
me, yeah.
And also,
Yeah,
you do got to be careful with cancer. You got
fuck
to
your shit,
catch it.
ballet. Original. He wasn't an original gangsters. I
Was
remember
he?
that movie. Yeah,
Oh, he played as the
he.
OG, the first OGs.
Oh yeah. When I think of original gangsters, I always think about Word Man. What's the word, man? What's the
I,
word, man?
I'm sorry, but
Very.
I just think that's such a horrible movie. I don't know why.
But it was supposed to be like an Oscar worthy movie. It was for fun.
The
Yeah.
very first
It
time I
was,
heard
it was a
about
modern day
Shaft,
black exploitation film.
That's what I miss, man. I miss simple. That's what I miss the most about the '90s, bro, man. I miss just those simple movies. You know, they're just fun. You know, just you don't see that anymore. You just don't.
You, I consider that like what you call a jive turkey movie. You don't expect much, but it's enough to entertain you for a
The
while.
black
Wow,
exploitation
John
film.
Turkey.
like
I like that. I like that other guy. What was that dude's name? Sandman, the guy that got killed in the movie. He was supposed to kill the old bookman in the grocery store, and he didn't
Oh
kill him.
God,
And he was like, "What's with the gun, man? No, man, I can't go out like this."
Oh,
that
you
that's
talking
should
about
such a
Braxton?
that
no
should be
no
they should they
no
should they
not
should do
Brian.
like a bloodline
Just
segment. That should be how Roman takes out people.
that's
Oh
just
my
such a
god.
horrible movie, man. Even the gunshot on the head was sparks. I said, what the fuck is this?
Like the first, like
Whoa, yo, seriously, ballet. She makes a great point. One medicine can cost up to $35,000 a month. Like, yo, y'all motherfuckers is retarded.
Wait a minute,
What
what?
I look like? What I look like paying you that much, and then I stay in debt.
And then I still stay, and I
you
still
talking
stay
about?
sick
Oh,
too.
you talking about the cancer treatment? Damn.
The very
Yeah.
first time I heard about Shaft was through the Fresh Prince.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
first time you heard the Shaft.
Huh?
That's the first time you heard the Shaft.
Yeah, was like I said, like I was born in '87, so like
Yeah, he won't
like all
remember
those
shit.
movies kind of.
Yeah,
mean,
just
You
look
guys
it up.
remember?
Look it
You
up.
guys
Like I
remember
was
when?
born. I was born in '82,
Hey,
and
I
I
got
know
another question.
about Shaft. I grew up on Shaft.
Did,
No,
did
but
you
like I heard
did
about
you
it. I think I was like I
did you
was
at
I
least
was
have the
7.
small? Did you at least have the small TV on top of the floor TV?
Yep.
I
Okay.
mean, I
You
was
guys
born
remember?
in.
You
I mean,
guys
I
remember
get
when
it. I was.
Samuel Jackson Shaft was on Raw? Remember that
Oh
shit?
God,
Yeah.
remember that shit, right? He
Oh
was there,
wait.
Samuel
Hey,
Jackson,
hey,
and
hey,
I like that Shaft too. Samuel
hey,
Jackson played a good Shaft.
hey, Art. Do you
Of
play
course.
golf? Me too. Tiger Woo. Tiger Woo.
See, that's when you know. That's when you know WWE was good because they used to actually get A-list, just fucking A-list celebrities would just fucking cameo like that one time Arnold Schwarzenegger punched Triple H on
Oh
SmackDown.
God.
Man,
No,
look
I
here.
never heard the end of that shit. I remember
Look here.
my people used to always make fun of me because at that time I was like a major Triple H mark, and when that shit happened, this motherfucker always used to make fun of me. Oh, look at your people! He getting beat up by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Hey, check it out. Shaft is the only movie that got a black person to play a Dominican and actually act like a Dominican.
I thought he was Dominican. Oh,
No, he
is he
black.
Mexican?
No, he black. He
I
is
He
didn't know
is.
black.
that.
He's just light skinned. That
Okay.
blew my mind too.
He got
Like
nappy hair and everything, man. Confirmed on Batman.
Yeah,
like some of
Commissioner
that shit
Gordon.
blew my mind too when I heard about that.
some of like the best, like some of like the best TV shows, like some of like the best movies, all happened in the '90s, '80s, and '70s, or '70s, '80s, and
Because
'90s.
because they didn't have all that bullshit CGI and special effects. It was straight acting. Even the movie
Right.
Legend, The Lord of Darkness, that motherfucker looks so iconic. Could you imagine if they try to do that in today's movies? It
They'll
wouldn't work.
try. You know they'll try if they had to.
Like Jurassic Park was so badass in '95.
I'm watching Jurassic Park right now, as a matter of fact. Hold on, let me see.
You mean that new Jurassic Park World?
No.
Jurassic World, yeah. I'm watching. Yeah, it came on USA not so long ago.
No, not that one. I'm talking about the one in '95.
No, I know
Yeah,
which one you're
I'm
talking
watching
about.
a revamp.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about, but I was just asking which
Trust
one
me.
was he watching?
Let's just look at the movies we had back in the day. White Man Can't Jump.
I heard
They tried.
the revamp for that was good.
No, the revamp was good, but nothing tops the original.
Of course
Yeah,
not.
there's just some shit that you just don't touch. And I think today people are
But
running out of
hold on.
ideas.
You know I gotta stop you there. Did you watch the revamp of White Man Can Jump?
I did, and I'm just not feeling
No,
it.
you didn't.
It-
No, you didn't.
it's-
Stop
it-
lying.
No, there's nothing like the combination of Wesley.
You're lying.
and
Like, don't
Harris.
lie.
Nah, man, that shit.
You could just say, you know what? I didn't watch the new one yet. Who knows?
That's
You
like-
might like it.
Like
That's like
Samuel
me saying. That's like me saying I like Bel Air, and that series was trash.
Are you,
That was pretty good.
man? What are you talking about? That shit was good.
Bel Air is good.
What are you talking?
Nah.
Because he didn't watch that either.
No, they turned my boy Carlton into a fucking dope fiend.
Do you know why they did that?
Why?
No, you tell me.
Because I remember Carlton he took some speed pills just to stay awake, but that don't mean you make him a.
Man, sit your goofy ass
Oh
down.
my god!
Like, all he does is complain. Like,
Oh,
you're not even
my-
watching the content. You
Oh,
never
my
watch
God.
it. You just want to complain.
Oh my god!
But like Jurassic Park in '95, Samuel Jackson in that movie was just funny as shit. When he turned on the lights, he said, "Watch your butts." The most fucked up part about that entire movie was when Samuel Jackson got
Yeah, he died like in like the first 5 minutes of the
Raptors.
movie.
He got that off-screen death.
I was like, come on now, what? You gotta be kidding me.
Those
And the
are
Diamondbacks just won their first pennant since 2001. They're facing
Okay.
Texas.
They just won this now?
Yeah.
I used to always
joke in school that like all due respect to everybody that lives in every area, but some areas, man, it's like you ain't got shit to do. Like, what the fuck are you supposed to do in Arizona except burn to death? So it's like some of these states where they got nothing to do.
They do got the Suns.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
they got the Suns, right? They got the Suns, right?
Who the
Yeah, I feel
Suns
like
are
if you're like-
scraping.
if you're-
The Suns
if you're
are
an
scraping
athlete-
the Warriors right now.
Yeah, putting foots in ass.
Right. If you're an athlete and you live like in Alabama or like Arizona, just like
Oh, you're fucked.
Movies, like you may as well just be the best player in the world. Like, what else are you supposed to do? It's just,
Oh no! There's stuff to do in Alabama now. Come on now.
yeah,
That doesn't involve hookers.
Ballet said it's a long list of films that they are planning to reboot. Help us all.
Oh,
But,
God.
like, look, not all reboots are bad. Not all reboots are bad.
I just recently watched this Hood. I just recently watched this old Hood movie that used to come on in the early 2000s.
Probably the best sports movie that I've seen was He Got Game.
So I got a question. Would you feel the same if they try to reboot Tales from the Hood? There's just some movies that you just leave alone.
Why would they want to
already
do
tried.
Tales from the Hood?
Yeah.
Like one movie they better not touch is He Got Game. They better not touch He Got Game.
Why would they want to do that? That's what I'm saying. Come on now, stuff like that don't have to be rebooted.
For me,
Because then it wasn't a franchise behind it.
For me, it's about the theme. Like some TV shows and some movies, like some stuff, it fits a particular time period, which makes a reboot just like why. Like I'm pretty open, but one reboot, and I will admit I haven't watched it. Maybe it's good, but they did a reboot of House Party. There's a new House Party movie. I haven't seen it. I think weren't they like in LeBron James' house or something like that?
I envy you.
Yeah,
I envy you. You didn't see it?
I didn't see it either.
I envy you.
Because the House Party, House Party movies, because the House Party.
My God, that shit was bad.
I know.
I mean,
because
I really, you know what? I watched that shit not even thinking it was House Party. I'm like, you know what? Because I already know what I'm getting with this. I'm just trying to watch this shit like a completely different movie. It's just a bad movie.
Right. I knew that wasn't going to be a good movie because the whole House Party thing was about the popularity of like the explosion of hip hop, like in the late 80s, early 90s and shit. So I was like, that's what made it work back then. Like, this is just my opinion. This is a hot take I've had for years because every decade, and I'm tired of seeing it, bro.
I would say this. I would say the big spoiler is this, right? Because you know the ones that's the two main stars, Jacob Lattimore and the other dark skinned dude.
I know Jacob Lattimore. Yeah.
Yeah, the two main stars of that movie.
Yeah.
Basically, Kid Cudi. This is like the big surprise or whatever, I guess you could say. The big twist of the movie. I'll spoil it. Who cares?
Man,
Kid Cudi took him to the Illuminati party. There you go.
Man, what made House Party so good is that every woman didn't look the same in that movie. Everyone had their own different style.
Go.
No, you ain't wrong about that.
Go on top of your soapbox, Scott. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna tell you. The reason why you don't do reboots with these new age things is like House Party. Every woman had their own flavor. Tisha Campbell looked good in her own way. That dark skinned chick looked good in her own way. Shit, even the chick that Martin Lawrence was messing with was looking good.
What chick Martin was messing with in a House Party, Scott?
The one that he was slow dancing with. I don't know their names, but they were all fine as hell. They all look different. That's
Some
why
old-
I love the movies
Yeah, I
back
get
in
what
the
he's
day.
saying. I get
Not
what he's saying.
everybody looked
Yeah.
the same.
Like real
He's
quick,
right.
some old lady got
He's
knocked out by a basketball.
You got what you were saying. So what chick Martin Lawrence was messing with in House Party? Since you
Oh,
two said
I don't
that.
remember the chick's name, but I can definitely say for sure that back in the '90s, all the cute sweethearts from all the different shows all had a different look. Topanga was cute, but she was cute in a different way than Amy Jo Johnson, the Pink Ranger. Amy Jo Johnson was cute, but she was different, cute in a way from Kelly from Boy Meets World, not Boy Meets World, Saved by the Bell. All the girls had a unique, different vibe and flavor to them. I get what Scott's
Lisa
saying.
Turtle,
Now,
Kelly.
now all the
Lisa-
girls look the same. They all showing tits, they all showing ass, they all got fake hair, fake weave, fake net. Well, not all of them.
Oh, don't do that, because at that time chicks was having weaves and fake hair and wigs.
But
like
it
I
wasn't
remember,
so
like I remember when
obvious.
Topanga did a Busta Rhymes song. I think it was like they're like, what
Yeah, don't get it twisted. Topanga, you know what I mean? She loves the culture.
Hey, she's a wrestling
Shit.
fan, so she's
Mia
cool with
X
me.
even had Eddie Winslow in her rap video. Everybody had their own style and look.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny you mention that because even in the Attitude Era, you had Sunny, you had Sable, you
Sunny
had
Jacqueline.
Marlena. All three of them were blondes, but even though all three of them
course
were
she lost her
blondes,
mind.
they were different kind of blondes. They had different energy. Whereas
Man.
in later years in WWE now, like 90% of the blondes look the same, act the same,
So
wrestle
if
the
you
same.
forgot the qualifier, you forgot the qualifier about Sunny though.
Bruh,
That was Sunny pre-crack.
in the attitude era, you had a different woman for different flavors. For the sisters, you had Jacqueline. For the blondes, you had Sunny, Sable, Melina, freaking, and Trish, and Tori Wilson.
See, that's why to piggyback off that. That's why, as far as I'm concerned, I've always felt this way. I'll never shit on TNA for their women's division. Their knockout division had the best back like fucking 2008 to like 2010, 2011. That was like the most diverse women's division I've ever seen, because it was like every genre you could think of, they scratched it. Daphne was there for the emo gothic chick. Gail Kim was like the sexy oriental chick. The Beautiful People were there like the rocker. They're hot when you're drunk type of chick. You had, remember Sarita and Rosita? Remember them? You had like the crazy
The Beautiful People were the porn stars.
Mickey James was a country girl.
Any guy was asking, I guess he's about to roll out, was DDP and Macho Man and Halloween Havoc. Yeah, I think I remember that match in Halloween Havoc.
That was the match. That was the match when Halloween Havoc went off the air.
That was the match where Macho Man brought that monster truck, didn't he?
No, that was Macho Man versus Hogan.
Oh
no, that was Giant versus Hogan. That was Giant Hogan.
That was the
Giant
match that was the match that made Diamond Dallas Page main event
No. Hold up, you're getting your pay-per-views mixed up. That was the Great American Bash. That's what that was.
Oh, that was. Oh, Halloween Havoc was the mask. The match of the night was the Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio.
Yeah,
DDP fought Goldberg at a Halloween Havoc, but the pay-per-view.
Yo, speaking of, you know we gotta give this dude Rey Mysterio his flowers when it comes to Halloween Havoc. This dude, when it came to his costumes and his masks, he definitely was an innovator.
As a matter of fact,
came out as the Riddler, the Joker, motherfucking.
He actually came out as Gene Simmons. He came out as Gene Simmons from Kiss.
They got to rearrange the Mount Rushmore and put Rey Mysterio up there.
Yeah, especially when it came to Halloween Havoc. Like, he killed the costumes.
Who are you replacing then?
Who do we replace him?
Yeah. What the Mount Rushmore of what? Like what? Like
when it comes to him
wrestling,
him as like having different costumes and Halloween Havoc, or just the proprietor of having original costumes.
Rey
Didn't he come out as
Mysterio is equivalent to Ric Flair is for the Latin community. He has to be up there.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sure.
Oh,
My only
He
regret about
always
Ray,
like. I think he was like every superhero. He was.
he
He
was
was
my only
the
regret,
Flash. He was the Flash. He was the Riddler. He was Joker.
my
He
only
was
regret
was
about
also
Ray
Captain
is
America.
so many.
he
My
was
only
Kiss.
regret
He
about
was
Ray
Gene
is
Simmons
so
and
many
Kiss
fans
as well.
today have
So
never
that was
seen Ray
crazy.
in his prime. So many most fans out there today, they've only seen like Ray past his prime, and he can still go, but like Ray in his
The-
prime, like there was nothing like Ray in his prime. No one was
But you
like
know
that.
that's
Bro,
so
he was
weird.
pumping
Rey
out banger
Mysterio, Rey
Rey
Mysterio's
Mysterio was
prime was
pumping out,
28 years old when he was in WCW. That's so weird. No, my
Wasn't
bad.
bro.
he
He was
20? Wasn't
pumping
he
out
21?
banger matches. He was pumping out banger matches early in his career with guys like
I had three.
Jushin Thunder Liger, fucking Kurt Angle. He was pumping out bangers with
Like I
everybody he
remember,
stepped in the
like I
ring with.
First
remember
time I
when,
saw Ray was him facing Ultimo Dragon. I still got the VHS tape. That shit
like I
blew me
Bro,
away.
remember, like
Ultimo
I remember,
Dragon deserved his flowers too.
Ooh, that was a good yawn.
Yo,
Go ahead, Black Song. You was gonna say something?
did he get cut out?
Shake it, don't stir it.
But yeah, I think the GOAT when it comes to Halloween Havoc venues is the Gargoyle. What are the Halloween Havoc venues you can think of when it comes to the setup?
That's a good one.
When I think of great venues, I have to think of Fall Brawl with War Games, with the fence ceiling for the cage. That really felt like you going to war.
I like the I want to say it was either Armageddon or Royal Rumble. One year, WWF had like this venue where they had like legitimate crash cars as the set, and it was like
that was
like
the
a
Hell
war
in the
zone or
Cell
something
match.
like that.
Yeah, that was
That-
Armageddon.
That
That
was
was
for the Hell
Yeah,
in the
well,
Cell
that was a
match.
cool
Was
venue.
that Armageddon? I thought
It
that
was
was the one when the main event was Jeff Hardy against Randy Orton.
Nah, that was the Hell in the Cell. All six
And
wrestlers, and Rikishi took a fall.
No,
Rikishi
not
got
the other
thrown
was it
off
that
that
one?
cell by the Undertaker. That was Armageddon with all the cars.
no, but real quick though, I remember the "Don't try this at home" commercials when they do like Rey Mysterio's like, I had 3 surgeries on my left knee.
They need to keep doing that shit. You know the same.
Right.
That it's been a while since they had that PSA.
You know
He's
why
right.
they're
He's
not
right because
doing it no
that shit
more?
actually.
Because you know why they're not doing it no more? Because motherfuckers don't listen to it.
Sure.
Yeah, but but thing those vignettes actually help people get over it, though. I remember that one.
I had 3 surgeries on my left knee.
I remember the backlash one with the swinging pendulums. That's like one of the best sets they ever.
Yeah,
Oh wow, that was
with
good.
the swinging guillotines.
Yeah. They were so innovative with their
Like one of the like one
that's
of
what
the
makes
best
WWE so
stages.
frustrating now.
And that's exactly. Y'all motherfuckers got more money now than y'all had from before.
Like
Y'all
one of
should
the
be
best.
more creative like a motherfucker when it comes to the
Yo,
venues and the
I'm
setup.
happy you brought that up. I'm happy you brought that up. So Triple H, I've been very quiet about this shit because I don't care. I don't really watch WWE like that anyway. But I've been very quiet. I don't know what's going on with your music situation. I hear that you're in charge now, Triple H. That you have like 99.99999% power. Please
And the
fix
match
this
has been
fucking
trash.
theme song. Please fix this theme song shit. I just heard Johnny Gargano come out on Raw last night. That shit is trash. Carlito's music is trash. What's going on with your music, bro? Get your
Like one of the
dude,
best.
You got
like
no
one of the
excuse.
best,
Tony
or-
Khan fucking pays off drug dealers to use Final Countdown and all this other cool music. If TK can do it, you guys have no.
Yo,
fucking-
you gotta give. Hold on. You gotta give Triple H a chance because they said he was in charge like what a couple of weeks ago. He said they said he was in charge a couple of weeks ago. We gotta give Triple H a chance. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna take a long time because when it comes to how everything was set up from before, he can't just do everything.
It's gonna take at least a year. At least
Check
a
this
full
out.
year.
Triple H can't
No,
get 2
that's the
million.
no. We're not gonna give Triple H a whole year. No, we're not gonna do that. I would say 6 to 8
For him to
months.
change everything and for everything to be set into place for everything to run smoothly. It's gonna take.
I would
But he
say
ain't
6 to 8
wrong. But he ain't
months.
wrong about the music, though, man. I mean, TK paid for Edge's Metalingus theme, so
No, but one of the
They got
best
the money.
stages.
They got the money for sure. They're just
I
choosing
think
not
Edge.
to use it.
I think Edge paid for that himself.
But one of the best
Regardless,
stages.
the music, like 90% of the music in WWE is fucking trash. Like either hire CFO back, hire Jim Johnston, or just hire someone that makes.
I don't think Jim Johnston wants to come back.
Jim Johnston is enjoying the retired life. He's almost 80 something
exactly.
years old.
Jim Johnston
They
made
got to
the
do
best.
something,
Made
man,
that
because
theme
music
so
is very
strong, but-
important, bro. Music is important, like because music helps people. There's like maybe less than 5 people that actually have theme music that's over. Roman's
Like, one of
music
the
is
best-
over. Cody's
I'm
music
glad-
is over.
I'm glad
the
you
best-
said Johnny Gargano because his music always been trash.
One of the best modern theme songs
mean-
that I've heard was "Glorious."
I love, I thought I
Bobby
love
Roode.
that theme song. I'm not gonna hold you. That Bobby
And then
Roode
that's my
theme
ringtone
song
like
got
6
him,
months.
but
Yeah,
that
'cause
shit got
it-
Bobby
it-
Roode over though. Bobby
it
Roode
felt
got
like
over with that.
It felt like he was going to church or something.
Exactly. He even had a real choir come out singing that shit to his music when he
Like, I
came
was-
out.
Like I sat down.
You remember that shit, right? That shit was awesome.
Yeah, that shit was amazing.
Like I remember listening
That's
to
when
it for the first.
NXT was NXT.
Like I remember listening to it for the first time. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And then I sat there and listened to it a little bit more. I started liking it. I was like, "Shit, this is good."
Bro, the first
Because
time I heard
it's
the
his
first time I saw that
presentation. He
choir,
stood there and he embasked in it. Yeah.
yeah.
Bobby Roode, and Adam Cole probably had the 2 best theme songs in NXT.
Man, nothing
Legitimately.
will top the Undisputed Era.
See, here's
I'm
the
so-
thing. Here's the thing
I'm
with
so
the
sad about that.
here's the thing with the whole glorious theme. Why it worked when he was at NXT, just like what y'all just said, he was basking in the hate because he was doing such heel shit. Like this dude, like he was on this ultimate no man shit.
Yeah. Bobby Roode is a great heel. That's the crazy
Yeah, he
thing.
Please
killed
don't
it.
bring up. Please don't bring up.
And you
Adam
know,
Cole.
he was soaking in the hate. That's why he says glorious. Like, give me all that hate.
He was TNA.
Guys.
He was TNA Triple H.
I hate when y'all
That's what he
talk
wants.
about. I hate when y'all talk about Adam Cole because y'all don't realize how upset I get knowing that we didn't get a chance to enjoy Undisputed Era
Oh,
in the
please.
main roster. No, I'm telling you. Undisputed
No, I'm
Era-
telling
That was
you.
never
I'm
gonna
telling
happen.
you. Whatever Eddie
He would have
Kingston,
never
huh?
made it on the eight. He would have never
Why
made
would
it
Eddie
on the main
Kingston?
roster, bro.
Was
They
Eddie
would've
Kingston
made it,
that?
bro. They
Was Eddie
would have made
Kingston
it.
that, Scott?
No, they wouldn't have. They didn't even let Adam Cole cook. He wouldn't have made it on the main roster. And
He was
that's
trying to make
yeah.
Adam Cole a
always,
manager. He was
Yeah.
trying to
they
make. I was trying
always
to make
thought
Adam,
He
Adam
campaigned for
Cole.
nobody else. He was
They
campaigning for Eddie
always
Kingston
thought
for
Adam Cole
years.
was a small guy who would have never blew up on the main roster.
like
He
under
didn't
Triple
have
H's
to-
main
he
roster,
didn't-
perhaps.
He didn't
But
have
not
to
under
be a
Vince's.
big guy. The Undisputed Era was just dominant. They were like a
You're
pack
right.
of wolves.
Vince
You're
is still
right, but
running
listen,
things, bro.
you're
Vince
right,
was
but
still
Vince
running
was
shit.
still running things at the time.
think
You
so,
know what
right.
would have happened with the Undisputed Era? Vince would have fucked it up in some type
Yeah,
of way.
yeah.
And for
Honestly-
proof, because
honestly-
some downsiders say, "Oh, you don't know that for sure." Actually, we do know that because for proof, all you got to do is just look at people who are similar to Adam Cole and look what they've been doing. They haven't been
All
doing
you gotta
anything
do
with
is just
Ciampa.
watch
They
the
haven't been doing
goddamn
anything.
shows.
Right? They
Dude,
haven't
we-
been doing anything.
Yeah,
with
I
Ciampa.
remember when motherfuckers were saying that Adam Cole would never be a main eventer. Look at him now.
Man, we
He's a
coulda
main
had
eventer now.
We could have had Undisputed Era versus the Bloodline. That's all I got.
And the
to
Bloodline
say.
would have killed them.
Nah,
You
No,
not
no, no.
listen,
Whoa, don't do that.
Adam
I'm
Cole
telling
versus
you.
Roman Reigns.
No,
No, but Adam Cole
we not
versus
gonna do
Roman
that.
Reigns, that would have been a solid
Save-
match, but
save-
it would never have
If they would
happened.
have got killed,
Adam
no,
Cole
we're not
taking
doing
shots at Roman Reigns would have been so epic.
No, like I was saying
Bro,
that the Undisputed
bro.
Era would have got killed, not the Bloodline.
No, I'm saying no. It would have been a fair fight.
It would have been a
To
lit
say they
ass
would have
fight.
got killed?
Honestly.
No, we're not
The one
doing that.
match,
Fair
the
fight.
one match
That
that I
would've
want
been
to see,
fair
the
fight.
one
That
match
would
that I
have been
want
a
to
Because
see.
Adam Cole and Roman Reigns alone, that's WrestleMania worthy.
No,
That
the
wouldn't have
one
been
match.
a
Bro, you
squash
guys
match.
are on crack. You guys are on crack. Adam Cole would have been
No,
chasing it
bro.
24/7 with Dana Brooke. The fuck you talking
No,
about?
Well, all right.
Listen,
Put
No,
WWE booking aside.
that would have been a
Roman Reigns
war.
versus Adam Cole. That's WrestleMania
No,
worthy.
no, that's
I'm-
not even gonna happen on fucking main event. Much less WrestleMania. It's never gonna happen.
Undisputed
I know
Era
that's not
and
gonna happen. You're not
Undis-
listening. We you know what I mean? We
Undis-
fantasy booking. We know it's not gonna happen
Undisputed-
in real life.
Undisputed
But-
Era
but-
and
but if-
Bloodline would have. Undisputed Era and Bloodline would have been a war, man.
Yeah, I agree. Hell yeah. Like they're not gonna just sit there and just decimate them like that. Come on now.
But real quick,
And I
though,
love the
real quick,
bloodline. Well, I love the bloodline from before. But just say that they're gonna just sit there and decimate Undisputed Era? No. Come on now. Don't do that.
But real quick, quick question though. Which theme song is better, Cole's Current or the Undisputed Era's?
Undisputed Era. Undisputed Era. No doubt.
the
Cole's Current's
Undisputed
pretty
Era
good.
was fire, but Cole's theme song in AEW is still hits.
It ain't
Yeah,
touching
yeah,
Undisputed
like I like
Era.
his currently.
It ain't
What are they
touching
doing with Jimmy? Ballet asked what are they doing with Jimmy? Jimmy is just the
Jimmy's buddy
the
genetic.
bloodline cocksucker, I guess.
He's
Oh.
man,
He's buddy genetic.
Jimmy,
Just
That's
say
what he
it,
is.
Jimmy
bro.
turned
Just say
it.
what
Jimmy
it is.
turned
They
into a
fucked up.
generic. Jimmy turned into a generic wrestler you create on 2K.
He's buddy
Man,
genetic.
listen.
He's
Man, listen.
he's
I've
buddy
been saying
genetic. He's
it for,
Reverend Devon.
bro. I've been
He's-
saying this for weeks, man. Roman Reigns really forgave this man. Like what?
Yeah. For what?
Like
I
what's
don't
going
know.
on? Like what's going on with the Chief, dude? What?
Like,
what is?
so I
he-
got another.
what?
Like I got.
They don't know.
I got
They
another
ran out of
comparison.
ideas.
They're basically just doing. They're basically just doing like. Let's not talk about it, and maybe the fans will forget. But no, the fans.
Right.
They do
And I
this-
hate that.
But I
That's
hate that
WWE
about
amnesia.
WWE,
I hate
man.
WWE amnesia. Motherfucker, we're watching the show. We're not gonna forget.
Right.
We're
I
not
got
gonna
another
forget
comparison.
we're not gonna forget what Jimmy did to Roman, the super kick to the face.
Right.
Yeah.
We
I got another
fucking
comparison.
we lost our mind when that shit happened.
The
These
multiple
motherfuckers
super
are falling in
kicks, dude.
line. And then all of a sudden this dude wanna be like, oh yeah, Oos. Yo, I'm the quarterback now, Oos. Let me
Man,
whip your
listen.
ass, Oos.
The only way the
Man.
story works is if Jimmy, like as if Jimmy is trying to get Solo out of there.
Man, listen, I'm gonna tell you this
Man,
right
look,
now.
when-
As soon as
when-
this shit went so left when Jimmy stood right in the ring and called Roman an asshole, and he let that slide.
Yeah.
Man, look here. When he super kicked Roman Reigns, I thought this was gonna be his breakout star moment.
Yeah.
Now he's a
Now
a
it's
generic
Jay's.
wrestler.
Nope. Now
Yeah,
it's Jay.
When Jay was like, yo, what are you doing? And Jimmy said, I'm doing what you should have did a long time ago. And chin music him again.
Jimmy's
That
now
was his
Brandon.
moment. What did he do?
Man,
He started sniffing coke.
Jimmy's now Brandon
And
Walker.
it's not just that either. It's not just that either. Because the other thing they did, and again, this is just a couple of weeks ago. It was a huge angle, and I'm waiting because I see Triple H is in charge now. But remember that Go Home segment a couple of weeks ago, the Bloodline and the Judgment Day made an alliance. I'm thinking like, all right, we're gonna get some corporate ministry type shit. Nothing.
Not a damn thing.
Nothing.
no,
What was
You know
that?
what they're gonna do, Tove. They're gonna circle. They're gonna spin the block when it comes to war games. They're gonna spin the block.
Yeah,
and
yeah. There's gonna be the War Games
they're
matchup.
gonna spin the block when it comes to war games, and they're gonna
What they
collaborate.
give us Dominique and fucking Logan Paul.
Like against more than likely, it's going to be Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn,
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton.
Well, like this dude Kevin Owens with the SmackDown for no fucking reason. I feel bad for Kevin Owens, B. I really do.
Likely the matchup.
That's
Kevin
really
Owens, you know he needs to go to Impact. Send his ass to TNA. Send
No,
Kevin Owens to
why,
TNA.
why don't they? Don't Kevin Owens got
The
a
only-
story to finish? He
The
still got
only
a
way,
war with
the only
Roman
way
Reigns.
KO.
No, he's never gonna. If Cody Rhodes ain't finishing his story, Kevin Owens is definitely not finishing his story.
Sammy, the only way KO leaves is if Sammy goes with him.
Yeah.
That's
Like-
random too. Like, why Owens of all people? It's like, what the fuck is he gonna do on SmackDown? Because like, what?
That he hasn't done already.
He's not.
Right.
I guess. I
Because
guess
the roadblock is always going to be Roman Reigns. You're not getting past Roman Reigns, sir.
That's
I
why
guess
I'll
he's
give them.
I
I'll
guess he's
give
gonna
them
go
this.
to war
'Cause
with Bobby Lashley. I don't know.
I've said this before with TKO. I'll give them credit. 3 hours of Raw is no easy watch, but from top to bottom, you can see storyline progressments and you can see attempts to get people over. Like they're making Gunther just fighting off all comers. The whole teasing Drew going heel. The whole stuff of Damian Priest being tired of what's the dude's name? TKO.
Yeah, you got Seth Rollins. I'll give Seth
you
Rollins
got
a clap.
JD.
He's a fighting champion.
You got JD
McDonough. Right, yeah,
I'm interested in seeing
JD. So on Raw, you have actual stuff going on. Like there's actual stuff going on Raw, but like SmackDown is a fucking mess. Nothing's happening on SmackDown.
I'm interested in seeing this story with Drew turning heel. For a matter of fact, Drew should be in War Games replacing Roman.
I think
Right.
That's what I think.
yeah. I think they need to give JD McDonough some more shine. Like, dude is legit good. And he's about to cook, and he's got a match next week against Seth Rollins. Dude's about to cook.
Oh, he's facing
they
Seth.
just make they
He's
making
got
JD.
he's
They
facing
made
Seth
JD
on Raw
McDonough
next week.
They made
Really?
JD McDonough. They made JD McDonough a fucking fluky, and we don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with Damian Priest.
Well, he's
real
facing
quick-
Cody. There's a chance he may lose the briefcase.
Well, they do got something going on with this dude Priest. Supposedly,
The
he
briefcase
got a
has-
match with this dude Cody Rhodes at
The briefcase has to be on
at
the line.
Crown Jewel.
The briefcase has to be
He's
on the line
probably
in that
gonna-
matchup.
He's probably gonna lose it.
He'll probably.
You know what? You got a
lose
point.
the season
Yo,
He'll probably lose to
you hear what
Cody
Black
in
Star
season
said?
one.
You know what Black Star said? He got a point. This dude Cody should be like, you know what? Why don't you put that briefcase on the line?
They're
You're not doing
gonna
nothing.
do
You're not doing
No,
nothing with it anyway.
I do
that.
not
They're
want
not
to see
gonna go
Cody.
that route at
I do
all.
not want to see a Cody championship moment. I don't. I just don't want to see it.
Well,
So what if Cody calls a shot?
The
I'm gonna
It would
alternative
make
is he wins
sense.
the Rumble again.
I would rather
That'd be
him have the briefcase than him win the Rumble.
Yeah,
I don't
I would
know.
rather have the briefcase
the
than him
alternative
win the
is him
Rumble.
winning the Rumble 2 years in a row, and typically WWE fans they don't like that shit. They like it when new
That's a
people
terrible idea. Cody winning the Rumble again. I'd
Right.
rather him.
I'm
win
gonna tell you
Exactly.
something.
So what would
Cody
you rather?
wins-
Okay, so what would you rather for him to finish the story? What would you guys rather?
Have
Him
him
winning the
win
Rumble,
fucking-
him winning
have
the
him-
Elimination Chamber, or him having the briefcase?
Him having the
How about
briefcase
Cody
because he
win
can
the
call a
chamber?
shot.
Have
How
him win
about
the
Cody don't
chamber,
get?
bro.
How about Cody don't get no story? Because the moment he wins the title, he's gonna fall flat on his face.
It's gonna happen, bro.
You-
It's stupid. He should have won it
You
this
know what?
year, but it's gonna happen.
You know what Scott reminds me of, real quick? Do you
Oh,
guys
God.
remember? Do you guys remember the player haters ball and that
Oh,
character?
my
Hey,
Oh my
hey,
God.
hey.
I'll be a hater, but I'm gonna tell you something. I cannot support Cody Rhodes being the guy.
You
to
can't
win the
support
title.
nobody.
Because I'm gonna tell you why. If they didn't pull the trigger last year, he shouldn't get a chance this year.
I
I'm
agree.
tired
It
of
was
Cody.
stupid. He should have won this year, but that's on them. That's the decision they made. But they're doing
The
it.
problem with the
it's not
thing
a-
about that is though,
Yeah.
the problem is Cody losing was I still say him losing was a mistake. I stand by that. But the biggest
There
problem
was
is
not.
they didn't
Go ahead,
have
go ahead.
a plan. They didn't have a plan for him
They decided-
after he lost.
They was not gonna have this dude just beat their golden goose. He just
No,
came
it
from
wasn't
AEW.
But they
wasn't
have
about
no
Cody.
plan.
It wasn't
They
about
had
Cody
no
winning.
plan
It was
after him
about
losing.
it wasn't about Cody winning for me. It was about if Roman wins, what's he doing? What's the plan?
They decided
And there was no plan.
They
There
said
was
they-
none.
Exactly.
No plan at all.
The plan was for him to break records.
Why is
That's
that
not
was
a
the
plan, bro. That's not a
Did
plan.
he really need to hit 1,000 days though? His reign was already solidified.
Real quick,
And
why
here's
is
the-
Draymond a janitor in this NBA commercial? Just asking.
I don't know. And here's the thing: you make Cody Rhodes give 3 crossroads to get everybody's mouth salivating just for him to lose. That was stupid.
Yeah,
I was at WrestleMania.
Well, hold on, I gotta stop it short. Yeah, we went to the 2-hour mark.
Damn,
That's like you have your mouth watering for some orange juice and all you gotta.
I know this dude heard what I said. I know you heard what I said. But I'm about to shut it down and all that.
No, he was
You
about
already know the vibes. I'm about to pull up again. What's today? Friday. I'm gonna pull up for Friday, and then I'm thinking I'm gonna be here for Crown Jewel. How that sound, yeah?
Crown Jewel's next week.
Yeah, next week Saturday.
Okay.
All right.
Alrighty.
I'll see y'all then.
I have to wake up early for that shit.
Yeah, that shit was one.
You.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty.